Hello students, this is Nilesh Kumar, your language teacher. Students, today we will study active and passive voice. So let's understand what is active voice and what is passive voice. So first of all we have to get the active voice. In the active voice, the subject is doer. As Ram beats me. Here Ram is the subject and Ram is doer of the action. Now the passive voice, second one. In the passive voice, the subject is receiver. As Ram is bitten. Here, Ram is receiver of the action. Let's once again understand the example, that how the first example is from active voice and how the second example is from the passive voice. Students, in the first example, Ram beats me. This means here Ram is just beating someone. This means here Ram is the subject and he is, doer of the action. He is doing the action of beating someone. But when you see in the second example, that is Ram is bitten. This means what? Here Ram is being bitten by someone. So in the second example, Ram is the receiver of the action. So students, in active voice the subject is doer and in passive voice the subject is receiver. I hope you have got active voice and passive voice. Now let's understand ahead. So let's see the tenses of present tense that can be changed into passive voice. The first one is present indefinite tense or simple present tense. The second one is present continuous tense and the third one is present perfect tense. So these are the three tenses, can be changed into passive voice. Similarly, in the past tense, past indefinite tense, past continuous tense and past perfect tense, can be changed into passive voice. The third one is future tense. And in future tense, students, there are only two tenses that can be changed into passive voice. So the first one is future indefinite tense and the second one is future perfect tense. Only these two tenses can be changed into passive voice of future tense. Future continuous tense and future perfect continuous tense. These two tenses are not changed into passive voice. So students, now let's see some rules for changing active sentences into passive sentences, means active voice into passive voice. I have done here 5 steps. You can see here, I have done here 5 steps. One by one you have to follow these 5 steps. So if you follow these 5 steps, you will not have any mistakes while changing active sentences into passive sentence. So let's understand these 5 steps one by one. The first step tells you that choose the object and make it the subject of passive voice. This means in the first step what you have to do, you have to choose the object and then you have to make that object the subject of the passive voice. The second step tells you use helping verb like is, am, are, was, were, etc. The third step tells you that you have to use third form of the verb after that. I mean to say, after the second step you have to use third form of the verb. And then in the fourth step you have to use agent. Agent means by, as per the need. Sometimes we don't use by, as per the demand, as per the sense of the sentence. By is not necessary everywhere while changing active sentences into passive sentences. Now the last one, fifth one, at last choose the subject of active voice. This means what? subject of active voice you have to choose and make it the object of passive voice. This means what, students? You have to choose the subject at last, and that subject will become the object of passive voice. So students, these are the 5 steps that you have to follow one by one. Clear, students? Now let's understand the note that I have just mentioned below. Note tells you that if the subject of active voice is one, someone, somebody, nobody, people, doctor, police, then it is omitted in passive voice. This means what? You don't have to write by someone, by somebody, by nobody, by people, by doctor, by police. But suppose if you write, your sentence will not become wrong. But better not to write, as the learned people have told that if the sense of the sentence is clear, there is no need of agent by. So remember this. Now let's read and understand the second note. The sentences having transitive verbs only can be changed into passive voice, not intransitive verbs. Clear? So you may have studied while studying the verb about transitive verb and intransitive verb. Let me tell you a little bit about transitive and intransitive verb. Transitive verb is always used with an object, whereas an intransitive verb doesn't have its own object. This means an intransitive verb is used without an object. Clear, students? Now let's understand ahead. So students, here I have started teaching you the first one of present tense, that is present indefinite tense. Let's understand it. So the passive form I have done here, according to that you have to change your sentences into passive voice. So let's see and understand the passive form of present indefinite tense. That is subject plus is, am, are, one of them you have to use, then third form of the verb, then by, and then object. Clear, students? Now you can see the example. Example 1. We expect good news. We expect good news. So students, as I have just made you understand about the 5 steps that you have to follow while changing the sentences into passive voice. So in the first one, I had told you to choose the object. So what you have to do, students, here? You have to choose the object first. So students, I would like to make you understand something here, how to choose the object. And for that, I will have to zoom the screen so that I will be able to make you understand about how to choose the object from the sentence. Students, we have 2 WH families. One is what? You are well aware about this. And the second one is what? That is whom. Now the meaning of what is what? Kya. And the meaning of whom is what? Kise ya kisko. Kise ya kisko. I am not having much place here. That's why I just told you whom means kise ya kisko. And what has the very simple meaning? Kya. So students, what you have to do, you have to put one of them with the verb. Whether you put what or you put whom, one of them you have to plus. You have to plus one of them with verb. With verb. And then you have to arise a question. And students, after asking the question, whatever you get as the answer, that answer will be the object of that particular sentence. And students, in case of no suitable answer, you have to get that there is no object in that sentence. And if there is no object in the sentence, that particular sentence can't be changed into passive voice. And if there is object, you have to choose that object and you have to make that particular object the subject of passive voice. So I hope you have got it. Let me make you understand once again. Students, what you have to do, you have to keep in your mind two WH families. They are what and whom. And then what you have to do, you have to put one of them with the main verb in the sentence and you have to ask question. And after asking the question, you will get answer, and that particular answer will be the object of the sentence. Clear, students? And if you don't get any answer, a suitable answer, then you have to understand that there is no object in the sentence. Clear, students? So I hope you have got how to choose the object from the sentence. Now let's go back and understand ahead. Okay, so we were here, students. We were with the first example. We expect good news. Students, news is known as singular. So students, the question is we expect good news, and here main verb is what? Expect. And we are having two WH families for choosing the object. One is what and another is whom. We expect what? We expect what? Then the answer is good news. So the good news is object in the first example. I am just making you understand how to choose the object, and I will do this with some sentences only, not with each sentence. So as once you get how to choose the object, you will be able to choose yourselves. So in the first sentence, students, expect is main verb, and if we put what with that verb and if we ask a question, then the answer will be good news. So let's ask once again. We expect good news. We expect what? The answer is good news. So good news is object, and that particular object you have to make it as the subject of passive voice. So let's see, in the passive voice, at the place of subject I have put it. Good news I have put first, and then helping verb I have used is. So your sentence is now good news, the first work, good news, the first step you have done, and is helping verb, this one is the second step, and then V3 is the third step, that is expect has become expected. And now the fourth step is by, so I have done here by. And the fifth step is what? The subject of active voice. Your subject is we, so that will become what? Object at the end of passive voice. So at the end of passive voice, the object of we is what? Us. Clear, students? So here you can see good news is expected by us. Now the second one is what? People speak English all over the world. Now here the main verb is speak. Let's arise question. People speak what? Then the answer is English. So just take out this object and make it the subject of passive voice. So here in the passive voice I have just made it the subject. English has become here what? Subject. Clear? And then subject you have done, then you have to use helping verb is, am, are. One of them you have to use. So with English what you have to use? Is. So I have done here is. So English is, and then V3 speak will become what? Spoken. English is spoken and then all over the world. There is no need to add by here, because if any language is spoken, you can just imagine it is spoken by human being. Suppose in our country Hindi is spoken. Who speaks? People speak. And English is spoken all over the world. By whom? By the people. So it is clear, the sense is clear that this particular language is, or any particular language you can say, is spoken by the people, by human being. So there is no need to add by in the passive voice of this sentence, you can say. Clear, students? Now the third one. Ram teaches the boys. Ram teaches the boys. So here the verb is teaches. Let's arise question. So if I ask question, Ram teaches what? What teaches? So here you don't get answer by what. So let's once again arise a question, by whom? Ram teaches the boys. So Ram teaches whom? Ram teaches whom? So now the answer is what? The boys. So the boys is the object of this sentence. Remember, students, there are two words for choosing the object from the sentence. One is what and the second one is whom. So if you don't get an object by what, then you have to ask the question, then you have to try to find the object with whom. And if you don't get the answer by both of the WH families, then you have to understand that there is no object in the sentence. But in passive voice, while changing active sentences into passive sentences, you will surely get an object in the sentence, because the sentence not having an object can never be changed into passive voice. Clear, students? So here the boys, I have made the boys the subject of passive voice, you can see here. So the boys is subject here, and boys means plural. So from is, am, are you have to use what? Are. So I have done here are. The boys are. Now V3, this means what? Teach will become what? Taught. So I have done here taught. And here you have to use by. So I have done here by. And then Ram is the subject and it has to be the object of passive voice. So you can see here Ram is at the place of an object. Now let's understand the fourth one. The fourth one tells you, I follow the rules. So follow is main verb here. So here is I follow the rules. So follow what? The rules. You get the answer what? The rules. So I have made the subject of passive voice the rules. And when you write the rules, it has become the subject. And rules means plural, then you will have to use are. So I have done here are. And then V3, follow will become what? Followed. And then by agent you have to use, I have done here by. And then object, so I becomes what? I becomes me as an object. So at last I have done here me. So I hope you have got it. Now let's understand the last one. Fifth one. We don't respect a dishonest man in our society. We don't respect. Respect is main verb here. We don't respect. To whom? A dishonest man. So a dishonest man will become the subject of passive voice. So I have done here a dishonest man. And then subject you have done, and then is am are, this means one of them you have to use. So I have done here what? Is. And as your sentence is negative, don't. That's why after is am and are, you will have to use not. So I have done here not. And then respect, as V3 it has become respected. And then rest of the words in our society, I have just written it same here, in our society. That's it. So students, I hope you have got how to choose the object, and after choosing the object, how to make it the subject of the passive voice. And once when you choose the object and make it the subject of the passive voice, then after you can use the formulas that has been given here. So the second one is present continuous tense. Passive form of present continuous tense is subject, is, am, are, and then being, then V3, then by, and at last object. So here remember, just keep it in your mind that passive form is having the subject, that is the object of active voice. Once again I remind you, Okay, so the first example is what? The boys are playing cricket. Playing what? Cricket. So cricket is being, let's see, cricket is subject and then is and then being. Cricket is being and then V3 is played by the boys. I hope it is clear. Okay. Now the second one is what? The boys answering the question. Answering what? The question. So its passive form is what? The question is being answered by the boy. The third one is the doctor is examining the patient. Examining whom? The patient. So the patient is the object. So in the passive voice, the patient is being examined. Now students, let me ask you one thing. Can a teacher examine a patient? Can a police examine a patient? Can an engineer examine a patient? No, they can't. Only a doctor can examine a patient. Similarly, can a common man arrest a thief? Can a doctor arrest the thief? Can an engineer arrest the thief? No. Only a police can arrest the thief, because a police is having the right to arrest someone, as the doctor is having the right to examine someone. So it is clear that only police can arrest someone and only doctor can examine someone. So that's why there is no need in such sentences to use by the police, by the doctor. Always remember this. In such sentences, never use by the doctor and by the police, because the sense of that sentence is already clear. I hope you have got it, students. Okay, now let's read and understand ahead. The fourth one is she is drawing a picture. So here drawing what? A picture. A picture is being drawn by her. Clear? Now the fifth one is what? They are repairing the road. Repairing what? The road. The road is the object. So the object will become the subject of passive voice. So in passive voice I have written the road at the place of subject. So the subject is the road and that is singular. So is and then being and then V3 repaired and then by, and they will become what, students? They will become here them. Clear, students? So your sentence is the road is being repaired by them. Okay. So the second one you have got. Now let's understand the third one. Students, the third one is present perfect tense. Its passive form is subject, has, have, been. Remember, do not get confused in been and being. You don't have to get confused in it. Just remember it. There is a trick to remember it. That is what? In being there is ing form. In being there is ing. And in continuous tenses with the verb you will also get ing. So in continuous tense what you have to use? Being. Always remember, whether it would be present continuous or past continuous, you have to use being. Remember this. But in perfect tenses you have to use what? Been. Clear? Then V3, then by and object.